morning, everyone. Jeff and Terry. Hey, we've got a couple projects here in our yard that we wanted to get completed. The very first one that we're going to tackle is we had a windstorm that took out one of our Cleveland pears, just took out one side of it. It looked like it had some insect damage, and I kind of noticed in the past couple of years that the leaves haven't been producing well on that one side of the tree, so it was already on its way out. The second project is we're going to be building our raised garden beds today. Two of them, 4 foot by 8 foot, 1 foot deep. And we've talked about this for a couple of years, never really gave it much thought, but this year we're going to do it. We used to have a really big garden, and it was just too much to take care of. And ever since the kids have left the house, it just seems like that we're busier than ever. So hopefully that these small garden beds will be the ticket. And we're going to do one as a salsa garden and the other one probably a strawberry patch. And but anyway, let's see how this goes today. So the materials for this project, if you just wanted to build one box, you'll need two 2x12 12-footers. You'll need two 2x6 12-footers, and you'll need one 2x4 8-foot. The 2x6 and the 2x4, those are optional. Those were used to build the top rail, and the top rail is going to be convenient for you because you can sit on that top rail while you're pulling weeds, pulling your beans, taking care of your vegetable garden, picking strawberries, whatever you're doing. But it keeps you from kneeling on your knees or sitting on the ground, and it's convenient. The other reason why you would want to go with the 2x12 is because it elevates it that much more off the ground, and it's easier to get to. So anyway, 2x4s, we cut these in 2 or 6-inch pieces, and that is what you're going to mount your top rail to. What we did was we just mounted these on the inside of our boxes, and then so now you got your outside box. This is the inside, and then put your top rail on top. One thing that I did on my boxes that you do not have to do is miter the ends. I mitered my ends at a 45, and I did that on the top rail as well as the boxes. If you just want to butt join them, that is fine. It will work just fine. We used the Torx bit screws versus a Phillips because they don't strip out and they're much more easier to control as you're going into the boards. Cost difference on the Torx versus a Phillips head is probably going to be equal in price, so it's worth it just to go ahead and get the Torx bits. When you cut miters, this little miter square that I got off of Amazon is a great little tool. It allows you to cut your or pencil mark your angle before you cut it. About 15 bucks off Amazon. It's worth having in your garage and your shop if you're a woodworker. So we're going to run over here and start putting these together, and we hope you enjoy the video.
To fear and doubt, I stopped and turned, trying to find out. There might be something I forgot.
Everyone, today Terry and I are actually going to set the garden boxes in place, and we got a couple things that we're looking at. We want to make sure we can get the mower around between in between the flower garden and the trees. So we're looking at about 75 inches. So we're trying to measure those out. And but anyway, we're getting them prepared. We're actually going to put a coat of some sealer on the outside edges only, because we don't want the chemical part of it to be in with the dirt. So anyway, we're going to head over here and get ready to block these up so we can put some stain on them. We're going to finish up our raised garden beds, and we're going to add our compost topsoil to it, which we purchased from Greendale Farms, which is here in Indiana. It has a combination of topsoil, mulch, manure, leaves. So we are finally finished with our raised garden bed project. We added our topsoil, and I just wanted to add these 4x8 boxes that are 12 inches tall. They take exactly about a yard apiece. Today we purchased 1.5 yards, so we would have just a little bit left over because we know it's going to settle down, and so we filled them a little bit fuller than what we normally would. And then anyway, we're going to give this a shot. We've never tried this before, and we're just hoping that this raised garden bed thing is just better than the way we used to do it. You can't really see it right now, but this area is probably a good 40 by 60 that we used to have as a garden. It was a big project, and it was just too much for us to manage. So we feel like this is the way to go. But anyway, we spent about $65 on this compost, which isn't really that bad. And lumber prices are really high, so we did go with the pine. But anyway, we're just going to try it this year. One other thing I wanted to add was, if you use your IBC totes for your firewood storage, this is just the cutout section where we can actually throw our firewood inside the IBC tote. And we thought they would make great tomato cages. So if you use the IBC totes and you cut these out, hang on to them if you're a gardener, because it may be something that might be useful to you. Anyway, if you like our videos, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button for upcoming notifications of any new videos that we post, and give us a like. We'll see you soon.